An online certification with a bad reputation degrades your resume. An online certification which doesn't add value to you is a waste of time and money. So how about we discuss on the ways by which you can identify the right certification for you which adds value to your profile and to your career. Hello everyone, welcome to supplychainway.com. I am Alvis Lazarus. So in this video we are going to exactly see how to evaluate an online certification. So before I go ahead and explain you the different ways by which you can evaluate an online certification, for that matter it could be any certification, not just online. Even if it is a classroom training with the certification, you can evaluate the same as well. The reason why I am doing this video now is with the lockdown of the COVID-19, there is a steep increase in the number of online certifications. Not just that, I can see a tremendous increase on the certifications which doesn't hold any value. But unfortunately, I can't directly put out the names of those certifications. I may get into a controversy. But what I'm going to do is equip you with ways by which you yourself can find out which certification will add value for you. Okay, so let's get it started. So this is your action plan, which has 5 key steps involved. Step number 1, agenda. Moment you decide to take an certification, the first thing you should do is get an agenda of the training program. If there is no agenda for that program, then it is a big no. You can directly move away from that program. So once you got the agenda on your hand, you should go through the agenda, and at least 80 to 90% of the content should be new for you. You should not be knowing it. If not, that training is not going to be exciting for you, or you're not going to learn anything from that training. So this is step number 1. Step number 2, trainer or the coach. You should know about your trainer or the coach who's going to handhold you throughout the course. You should go through the complete profile of the trainer or trainers before you decide on a certification. Number 3, the credentials of the provider. So you may ask, Alvis, how will I know the credentials of the provider? It is very simple. All you need to do is do a quick secondary research and find out if the provider focuses on mass certification or quality. A simple search in Google or professional platforms like LinkedIn will tell you the story. If you see a lot of certifications being issued in a quick time, say within a few months, you are seeing thousands of certifications being issued, it is very evident that particular provider focuses on mass certification. You should stay away from such providers. Number 4, hands-on. The biggest problem in certifications and even any trainings is, while learning, you may feel like you understood everything, but moment you try to implement what you have learned, it becomes a problem for you. You may not be even able to take the step number 1, even just after the training. So why? Because you are not getting a hands-on. So it is always advisable you get hands-on part of the training and certification itself. So to decide on a certification, you should ensure out of the overall course content, 30% of the total course time is giving you hands-on experience. So the hands-on experience could be in the form of field work, or it could be in the form of solving some live case studies. The last one, evaluation. The evaluation is not you evaluating a course. How that course is going to evaluate you before issuing you the certification. Sometimes you may feel there is no evaluation. Okay, I can get the certification pretty easily. Trust me, it is going to actually degrade your resume. It is not going to add value to it. A good course or a good online certification should have a stringent evaluation. So if a course has all of these what we have discussed, then it is a big yes to go ahead and take that certification, and it will definitely add value to your profile and to your career. If you have any comments or if you have any clarifications, you can leave me a note on the comment section down to this video. Or if you want a feedback on a specific course, you can also drop the details of the course in the comment section. I would be glad to go through the agenda and share whether that course would be of fit to you. But when you share the details of the course. You should also tell what you are into and what you are doing currently, so I can help you better. Thank you so much.